Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Charles, Dispatcher 101, training for beginners, spot training. Doing a little spot training because I got some members of Dispatcher 101 who are. I posted some loads from some of my carriers who are looking for loads, so we can try to find loads for them and give you guys an opportunity to get some practice, as well as getting compensated for, like if I call the broker and book the load, then you can get half of the 7%, 3.5. So, and I'll have the recording on, live. So when I'm calling carriers, get an idea of what they want. Is Lanier on this call?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got everybody, since it's 5 of us right now, 4 and me. I'll just leave everybody unmuted. I'm waiting to hear back from one of my carriers, flatbed, of one of those loads that you gave me, going from, it was the steel coil racks from Landstar. Yeah, $1,100. So he's supposed to call me back and see if he's going to make it in time to pick that load up. So he hasn't.
Okay. Did you also see the one I got for the driver on Thursday?
Yeah, the drive-in on Thursday. I think. Did you paste it in the? If you can, just paste it in the chat right here on this recording so we can look at it privately.
Okay. I put it on I did this time put it in the correct Dispatch 101.
Okay, yeah. Let me take a look at it. Right here. Okay, yeah, that's a short run. Okay, $270 a mile. Pick up back all availables. Interesting.
And my apologies, Charles. I didn't realize that when you were asking for more information that you wanted us to also call on it. I thought that you just wanted the info and that you were going to do the call. So my bad. I did on this one make the call and spoke to the actual broker. And I've noticed that on some of them, they're asking for an MC number. So I had to tell the gentleman that, that I am a student and that I don't have an MC number available.
Or let them know that I won't give you tell them I don't want to give the MC number out until I get more information about the load. That's a good workaround here.
Okay.
So the reason why I may have you guys start calling the brokers is to give you even more experience. So just searching for the load on the load board is easy, but when you call and start that dialogue with the broker, now you're gonna hear different personalities, how they talk to you and how they try to be slick and different. You'll pick up on the verbiage as you do it over and over again with different brokers. So it serves that purpose too, so you guys can start getting the experience and building up your confidence talking with the brokers. So the goal of my training is to guys, actually, I want to start doing my trainings during the day, so when we call my carriers, call brokers, so we get all that live experience. I just don't want to give you guys theory. I want to give you practical application as well. You see, do you guys think that'll be a better method of training?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because
yes.
In other words, you take all the information that you received on the platforms, different platforms, whether it's mine or someone else's, and you take that in, you digest it, and then you bring back practical application. So, okay, I just saw you wanted to join, Tayshawn. I'm going to go ahead and join you. This is what I normally do. I'll approve you. So now you're approved, and then I'll go ahead and add you to, if you guys can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
I'll add you immediately to now. So now you're a part of the private chat group, and you're part of the Dispatcher 101. So that's how that works. So, okay. All right. So let me see what one of my drivers. Somebody left me a voicemail. So let me call my driver back to see what he's going to do about that load, because he may want that load. It may be gone. So we'll see. Let me call him back. His name is Mr. Harding on Lanier's. You guys can't see me on the phone. I'm not going to show myself because, I'm still covering, but you can hear. And then let me put that on the screen so you guys can see. Those are the loads that I posted. So I got another one in here too, but I'm trying to make sure that this guy has a dispatcher agreement with me. So let me call Mr. Hardy and put him on speaker and see what he came up with.
Hey Charles, what's up?
Hey, what'd you come up with?
I'm still waiting on. I called that broker and he couldn't talk to me. He said he was gonna call me back in 5 minutes. Let me call him back. That was about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Take your time. I got a team that's still looking for different loads too. So even if that load doesn't pan out, I'm still going to try to find you something, and then you will at least have a better understanding of when you're going to be loaded and when you're going to be empty, so I can better find you a load.
Okay. All right. Let me check on this though. See what's going on. I just want to know if I still got it or not. So, because if I got it, I need to get to Bedford Heights or Cleveland.
Right.
Anyways, and if I don't have it, then I can go wherever.
Okay. Okay.
That was to get back towards Cincinnati or Columbus, but let me call this dude and see why he didn't call me back, and then I'll get back with you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
So always communicate with your carriers back and forth, because he said he'll call you back in 5 minutes. It was 15 minutes ago, so I need to reach out to him, because loads are not going to just stay there for your carrier. They're going to disappear because brokers are getting rid of loads as as people call them. They're not going to just wait on you. Unless you are a good running carrier, they might bend over a little bit for you because they know that you ran loads pretty well for them. But typically, they can get rid of that load. They're going to get rid of it. They don't really care. They want their money. So just keep that in mind, guys. So how's everything else going with you guys?
Yeah, I do like that idea of actually we have to call the brokers, because that load that I posted up there, if I would have called the broker, I would have had that information.
Right.
But I didn't really know either.
Right. It gives you practice and experience. So when you do find your carrier and start running for them regularly, now you have a process and a mechanism in place because you've already practiced, with some of my carriers. So when you call, it'll be like, it'll be real good, real easy for you.
Yeah.
So get as much, and that's the whole point of the training, so you can get acclimated to that process. And then once you start, it's smooth sailing, So you're navigating load boards, getting the mechanics of that, and then you're calling brokers. And then they'll try to be slick. Well, what's your MC? Well, I don't want to give you my MC until I get some load details, because we're not sure if we're going to take this load. We want to make sure that my carrier meets all the requirements for the load, whether the weight, pickup, and delivery time. So he's going to say, okay, yeah. Then he'll either say that and give you load details, or he'll say, well, I can't give you the load details until you give me an MC. Okay, thank you. Click.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes they try to steal carriers. Even if you do have an MC and a carrier under agreement, they'll do this. They'll give you load details, or they'll say, well, the load is covered. And then the moment you hang up, they'll call, because once you give them the MC, they can look the MC up and get the phone number of your carrier. And then they'll call and try to book the load behind your back. That's why it's good to have a relationship with your carrier in such a way that if something like that happens, your carrier say, no, call my dispatcher. Or did you just talk to my dispatcher? And they'll say no. And they'll say, well, one of my carriers said, well, let me call you right back. And then he called me. He said, did you just call this broker about a load? He said, yeah. I said, yeah. The load, he said the load was gone. He said, no, he just called me. So I called that broker back and chewed him out.
Yeah.
I chewed him out. I said, I should report you, because that was unethical, what you just did. I should report you. And then he started apologizing and all this other stuff, because they're not supposed, they have a certain standard of ethics, certain standards of procedure that they're supposed to follow, and that's not one of them. So I'm just trying to put you guys onto the learning curve to what to expect. You see? Okay. So let me see. So this guy here, I just got off the phone with him. this one here. And this one here, the flatbed, no tarps. He uses 4-foot tarps. And this person I just got off the phone with, Carter. So you guys are getting experience with that. Let me minimize this. So this is the Paradise one going from to anywhere in Texas. So these are the loads for that. Any other questions about the process, or you guys are having, are you starting?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Charles, we couldn't hear you. You went out.
Yeah, I muted myself because I needed to gargle my mouth with salt water, and I didn't want you guys to hear that.
I knew you were ill when I spoke to you yesterday.
So every time you hear me mute, I'll go ahead and gargle. But so if I mute and you guys try to say something, you can't say anything?
Yeah, we can speak. That's what we were doing, was letting you know we couldn't hear you.
Okay. All right. So you guys have any questions, any pain points that you're still working on as far as trying to get carriers under agreement, as far as navigating load boards, talking to brokers? Because the training is ongoing until you get to a point that you're past the basic level. And even when you find a load for your carrier, you want to be working on that next load. Figure out when they deliver and try to find a load from where they deliver out to either back to where they came from or somewhere else where it's good paying loads. So, and that's how you stay consistent with that one carrier. So when you get used to doing that, then maybe you'll get to a point where you can set up a dedicated lane now. And then once you do that even further, now you take that whole idea and process and duplicate it with another carrier and another carrier and so on and so forth. That's how you build the business up like that. And that's going to take, realistically, I would say anywhere between 3 to 6 months if you stay with it consistently. So realistically, it's not going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So any business is going to take, ideal sacrifice and building, the sweat you put into your business, because it's your business. What you put in is what you get out. So, but I think you guys know that. There's no point in preaching to the choir.
No, but sometimes things like that need to be said to reinforce that idea.
Yeah, I agree. And since we are here all together to learn as a unit, you go from there. There's a saying that the best math you can learn is how to calculate future costs of current decisions. That's the best mathematics you can learn. You guys understand that?
Yeah. And that was the reason why I tried to implement that with inquiring about possible backhaul hauls on that load for the van driver.
Yeah. And when you're calling brokers, you want to put that sentence or that phrase in there every now and then as you get in the load, getting ready to book a load, and you ask them, in the process of getting the carrier package, you say, well, do these loads run consistent out of this area? And he'll say, yeah, we run them either once a week or every day or once every 2 weeks. So you're picking up whether you can decide if you want to send your carrier backhaul back to that load once they deliver to get another one of those consistent loads. Depending on if it's daily, that means there are loads coming out of there every day. So you take one load for your carrier, send them down to wherever it's going, and then broker a backhaul back to that same load because you got something for them waiting. And you don't have to do another carrier packet for that specific broker because once you do a carrier packet once, you don't have to do it anymore. You're in their system. They're going to always just send you rate confirmations. You only have to do carrier packets for each broker once. Now, every now and then you may have to update something on your carrier packet, on your information with the brokerage. Say your carrier's insurance may expire. You need an updated insurance. or they renewing their MC, you need to update an MC from FMCSA. But as far as filling out the carrier pack in that loan process, you do that once. That's the beauty of it. So it's ideal to work with the same brokers. If you can work with the same brokers, you ain't got to keep filling out carrier packets with new brokers. You just call those same brokers and say, hey, I'm over here. You got something over here? They may have something for you. And you say, well, we're already set up with you guys. Just go ahead and send me the rate con. We'll look that over. And, first you get the load details. And then you say, yeah, go ahead and send me the rate confirmation. You see how that works? So it makes it streamlined, streamlines the process. And that's the beauty of it. So as you build your broker base, just like you're building your carrier base, you're setting up like a miniature load board for yourself and your carriers specifically. So say you, over time, someone has a question, let me see. Hey everyone, hey Shanta. Say over time you get like 5 carriers. You get 5 carriers over time, but then you get 10 brokers. You can essentially have like a little mini load board for yourself because you got 10 brokers, and who knows how many loads they got all over the country. You can just deal with those 10 brokers on those specific loads. You've already done carrier packets for them, so all you need is rate cons. So you can set up a little miniature load board for yourself on your carriers. You see how that works? You ain't got to keep going to the load boards. You can just deal with your brokers, and that's how you build a relationship with your brokers. They'll call you. I got brokers calling me saying, hey, is your truck empty over here or over there? I say, nah. Well, then he'll ask, well, when will he be empty? Because he know my carrier did a good run for them. So they want the carriers that are running pretty good, no accidents, no claims, deliver on time, things like that. That's how you establish relationships with your carriers, with the brokers, and yourself. You keep that little inner circle going like that, and that's how it's done. So, you guys follow that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see, we got people coming in. Any questions about any pain points? I want to do some live training. I got a carrier waiting to call me back. Calling brokers. I want you guys to hear the dialogue and things like that. Just normal stuff. I wish my voice was a little better. I would have called a carrier to try to set up a dispatch agreement. Speaking of which, is there anyone in this training right now who needs a carrier that feels comfortable calling a carrier and doing their pitch live on the training? Don't everybody speak at once.
Hey, Charles, I don't have a carrier right now, but I do have a question about that Excel spreadsheet that you sent out to everybody a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So I was looking at it on here, and you sent
Go ahead.
Well, you sent out 5 different attachments on here. So each one of those attachments, there's a list of different people. Correct? It's not all the same.
Correct. Now there may be some overlap. I would say about 10 to 15% may be some overlap, but for the most part, they're different.
Okay. And then I got a question for one of the tabs on here. I see the last tab says power. What is that exactly?
Let me go to it real quick. Power is the power unit, the tractor, the actual truck. So DRI, can you see my screen?
Yes.
DRI is the driver. So they got 4 drivers for one truck. The power is the power unit, the power only unit. So this is the PWR is the tractor, the power only, and they got 4 drivers for one truck.
Okay.
So 3 drivers is not going to be working because unless you're running, you got 4 drivers. Unless you're running 2 sets of teams for that one truck, that could be a possibility.
Okay.
Okay, that's what that means.
All right, yeah, and then one more. So the DBA tab D. What is that for?
Doing business as. This is the name of their company.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the name of their company. Doing business as. Just like on the W-9, you fill out your W-9. Line 1 is your name, the actual name that's going to go on the IRS tax form, and then line 2 is the DBA, doing whatever your company name is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Any other questions about the spreadsheet?
No.
Let me take this. Good morning, it's Charles. How can I help you? Roadrunner Transportation. How can I help you?
Yes, I just wanted to get a truck location on your guys that loaded for us yesterday in McAllen, Texas.
Who was that? Because I don't remember. I mean, I may dispatch for that truck, but I may not have dispatched for that specific load. But what truck was that?
They had two drivers that they were going to put on it. They were going to send it back with the signed rate confirmation, but they never put the driver's name on the signed rate confirmation.
Okay, what was the trucking company's name so I can call them? Because I may not have dispatched them.
Loyal Breed.
Loyal Breed. I kind of figured that. I dispatch for them from every now and then, but I did not dispatch for that load specifically. But I will reach out to them and let them know that Roadrunner wants their information, and they'll give you a call. Okay.
Okay. Do you have a number I can call them? It's not a big deal.
No, I can call them. I call them. I talk to them all the time. So what do you need? You need the driver's first and last, sale number, and truck and trailer.
Yeah, they just need to know where his truck is now and what time he checked the load.
Oh, so you're checking under a load that he's under right now? On a load check, a load status. Okay. Okay, let me write your number down here. This number. All right, no problem. Okay, guys. So that specific situation, one of my carriers booked the load, but I did not book the load for them. Sometimes your carriers will book a load that you have under agreement. They'll book a load themselves without you, but you will still get a call from the broker doing a load check status. But I didn't book that load, but I'll let my carrier know that Roadrunner, this particular broker, is looking for a status of that truck. So let me give them a call. So that's a situation, too, that you'll come across, too. So I'm glad you guys are experiencing this and hearing this so you'll get to, And then one of my other drivers just texted me. He said, I just tried calling you. They're willing to work with me on that pickup in Bedford Heights tomorrow or possibly Thursday. So let me see. Let me let him know. Let me check the status. And this is that load that Lanier was looking for me. So if we book that load, she gets 3.5% of that. See if that load's still available. But let me, in the meantime, hey, Lewis. Lewis joined the meeting. Okay, I'm going to mute because we're growing now. I'm going to mute everybody. So if you got a comment. Let me call Loyal Breed and let them know that Roadrunner was trying to get a hold of them. See what he says. You guys still with me? Just type yes in the chat or whatnot. Put him on speaker.
Yo.
What's up, Smooth?
Brother.
Hey, I just got a call from Roadrunner because I guess they just want to get a status on the load that you're under for them. They thought that I was dispatching. I told them you're one of my carriers, but I didn't dispatch that specific load. But they want you.
They talking about Roadrunner. I'm on the island right now.
Well, they said Roadrunner Loyal Breed, area code 207-772-0500.
Where's it picking up? I'm in Cali. No, I'm in Arizona. I'm on the load with Allen.
Allen?
I think A-L-L-E-N.
Oh, Allen. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Allen Transportation.
Yeah, I'm on a load with them. I gotta head up to Boston. I never heard about Roadrunner. Stuff be going on. I don't even be knowing what's be going on. People be calling me. I'll be like, huh? I never heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure Witchcom didn't book anything. Because I just got off the phone with her. She would have told me. She on the load with me with this island load.
Okay.
Did they tell you where it was picking up at and stuff?
I didn't.
Straighten it out.
Yeah, I didn't get the specifics, but I can give you the number.
How about in 5 minutes I gotta go and park?
Okay, that's I'll text it to you so it'll be in your phone.
All right, that'd be smooth.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So somebody's miscommunicating somewhere. So I don't know if Roadrunner got their paperwork mixed up, because my carrier just said he's on under a load with another brokerage entirely. So what I'm going to do is text him the number that Roadrunner just called me under, so he can call them and see what's going on there. So even though you're not booking a load with your carrier on that specific load, you still, do a little bit of a service for them that way, and they'll thank you down the road. So, all right. So now I'm going to respond to the other text that Lanier just found a load for me that I got from my driver for the flatbed, and he said that they're willing to work with him. So I'm going to call. Let me call him first and then call and see if that load is still available for Landstar. So let me call him first and apologize for not getting back.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Rob, I'm sorry about that. I was on the other line. So the load for Bedford is going to they're going to extend you a little bit, so you may have some time to play with.
Okay, he told me to wait and see after I get loaded and everything, what I want to do. So, actually, he said wait till about the end of the day to let him know. I know we probably don't have near that amount of time for this load, so just let me get loaded here and see. I've been sitting here for 45 minutes, and the sooner I get out of here, the better my chances.
Okay.
Of everything running on schedule, you know what I mean?
Okay. If I call Landstar and is able to push that same load to Thursday the 7th, would that be ideal? That's assuming if it's still available.
No.
Okay.
No. I can get loaded tomorrow. I'm just not sure I can make it to Cleveland and get unloaded. So I don't think getting loaded tomorrow is an issue. Because I should be empty by noon tomorrow, headed to get that load by noon. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting from Wilmington, Delaware to Bedford Heights.
Right.
Before 5 or whatever.
Right. I got you.
So I don't think picking that load up is the issue. So if anything, I would probably have them push that other load to Thursday. It also depends, dude. I want to load first thing Thursday. I don't want to wait. Here lately, they've been having me load around 1, 2, or 3 in the afternoon.
Right.
And if I can't get loaded by noon, then I'll just have a long. It is what it is, dude. I mean, I just won't make it home till Friday or whatever. So, let's just wait. I definitely don't want to push it to Thursday. I can, like I said, I should be empty and headed to grab it by noon, which is within their time frame, right? I have till when to get it.
Right. That's correct. You're right.
So let's just wait and see how soon these guys get me. They said their computer is down and they can't get a pick sheet going. I'm going to wait about 10 minutes and see what's going on, because I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay. All right.
Cool? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's great, man. Just keep me posted, and I'll stay on other loads for you, too. So.
All right, sounds good. If that falls through, dude, I'll probably want to go to Columbus or Cincinnati.
That's what I figured. Get back close to home.
Yeah, so.
Okay, I'll let my dispatchers know to kind of switch it up. Just once you let me know, then I'll move forward from there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, guys, what do you guys think of that dialogue? Any comments? tweaks, concerns?
Yeah, Charles, this is Lanier. I'm a little confused. So is he under a load and he's trying to get rid of that one to pick up the one that I found, or is that what he's saying? I'm a little wrong.
What most drivers are doing, they're planning ahead. So he wanted a load for tomorrow out of Reading, Pennsylvania. So he's getting ready to pick up a load and take him to Reading, Pennsylvania, so he can be empty tomorrow for our load if we were to.
I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They're trying to. So when the driver gets under a load, they're worried about their next load. That's how they keep running consistently. That's how it works.
I understand. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
So he just want to make sure that he's within his time frame, driving time, all that stuff. You know, his 10-hour reset, all those things you have to factor in as a carrier. I used to be a carrier, so I understand what he's talking about. So, I get an idea what he's talking about. So when I relay stuff to you guys, I kind of try to, trickle that in a little bit, let you guys know what the time frames are, so we can know, to meet his requirements. And as you deal with your carriers over and over again, you'll pick up on the lingo. You can drive, you have 14 hours in a day. You can drive up to 11, and then you have 3 hours to rest as far as, sitting at loading docks. You get a 30-minute break, things like that. But you can drive 11 hours straight, and you got to do a 10-hour reset. That's 24 hours in a day. So you have to shut your truck down for 10 hours after 14 hours. And then within that 14-hour drive time, you can drive 11 hours straight. So the 3 hours left over in that 14, you're spending at different loading docks. You're taking your 30-minute break, things like that. So that's how that works as far as carriers. So let's see, Lewis sent me a load. Okay. I think he found the same Landstar load that, Lewis, okay, this is for the, wait a minute, let me see what Lewis got here. Okay. Okay, let me see if that Texas load, if it's no tarp. Matter of fact, let me call Joanne for the flatbed load and see what they got, so you guys can hear that no tarp load. This second one here, no tarp. So let me call Joanne, see what's going on with them. So what do you got? Before I do that, let me call Roadrunner back. Could they call me back about this load that one of my carriers was under, but he says he's not.
Thank you for calling Correct Transport Systems, an agent for Roadrunner Truckload Plus in Sargent Trucking. To reach Mark Wright, press 1. For Bill Norton, press 2. For Chip Wright, press 3. For Brandon Hallett.
Well, I'm not going to worry about that. If he calls me back, I'll go ahead and just come in. So let's call Joanne under the flatbed load number 2 and see what's going on with them. They're flatbed, no tarp.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Joanne, how you and Patrick doing?
Hanging in there, man. Everybody slashed their rates again.
You already know it. Hey, it'll pick back up around the end of February, March, up until October.
Yeah, that's what Patrick was telling me. The winter months are, man, it's bad.
It's crazy. Hey, so you guys are going to be in Paradise in about an hour, empty?
Yeah, we're here right now. We're getting unloaded right now. So.
Okay, and where are you trying to? Are you trying to stay in Texas, or are you trying to go like maybe Oklahoma, Louisiana, the surrounding states, or what?
Whatever you can get, big money. I mean, that would be nice.
Okay. Okay. I got a team of dispatchers working with me as well, trying to find loads for some of my carriers. So I got more than one set of eyes looking at loads now. So.
Oh, okay. So you brought on more people.
Well, yeah, I got a training platform, and then I offer to split my percentage with whoever helps me find the loads. So kind of training them and compensating them for their efforts too. So.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know here. Hopefully, I found one going towards Houston. I'm just waiting on her to give me a holler.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'll still be looking. Let me know if you guys book that load so we can stop looking, but in the meantime, I'll look.
Okay, I will do, Charles. Thank you.
All right, tell Patrick I said what's up.
I will do. Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So as you build your relationship with your carriers, it gets more personable. You know their name, their family, their kids, stuff like that. So, and they'll call on you from time to time if they need out of a jam. So you can kind of help them out there. They are in Paradise, Texas. They're getting empty now, so they're looking for something to good paying freight. I'm going to increase the radius. I think I changed it to Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Texas, the surrounding states, for today and tomorrow. So, and let me change the radius to 100 miles and see if we add some more money to the load. So 1,300. Now, this is a no tarp load. They're no tarp. They don't tarp. So if this is a no tarp load right here, they might take this one because that's a good rate. 1,300. At 592, 219. Right now, anything over $2 a mile, doesn't matter the equipment type, is good because the rates are so low. But we want to see if this load is no tarp. So they have to call this broker. Let's see, 89 steel tarp in Fort Stockton, stops in Monahans. Let me see. So this guy's calling back for that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hello, it's Charles. How can I help you?
Hey, Charles, Brandon here from Rhode Island Transportation.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on?
Not much. So I had to go back through my notes because I did get an email from them just now saying that the driver never showed up for the loading appointment.
Oh.
And you were the dispatcher on the load. I went back through my notes and everything. I had calls on my phone from you telling me when you wanted them to deliver on Friday and Chicopee and everything for the appointment.
Oh, how long ago was that?
That had been Friday.
Friday last week?
Yeah.
Okay, he must have canceled that load. Because I'm trying to remember. Okay, so are we all squared away?
Well, we're not squared away. The load's not there.
Because I just called him and he said that he's not under a load from Roadrunner. He's under a load right now from Allen.
From where?
From Allen, a different brokerage.
Well, let's tell him thank you for the heads up, making me look like a jackass.
Yeah, I'll let him know. All right, guys. Did you hear that one? Let me call him. Let me call the carrier back and let him know. Because my carrier may have canceled that load without letting them know.
To an automatic voice message system.
Okay, he'll call me back. All right, in the meantime, let's go to the broker for this load, for the flatbed. Can everybody see my screen? Everybody's following? Any questions or comments?
So what was the disconnect with that? Like, so.
Yeah, either because my name may have been on the rate con as the dispatcher. But typically, if my carrier tells me he wants to cancel a load, I usually call the brokers directly. That's why there's never been a case where I don't call a broker and let them know that my driver wants to cancel a load. So my carrier either may have canceled that load without letting me know. That's why I was going to call him back and say, and that was last Friday. So I'm like, why is you calling me like Tuesday, today? If that was supposed to have been picked up last Friday, you would at least call me yesterday, Mr. Broker. So somebody's not telling the truth. I know I'm telling the truth because every load that we cancel from my carrier, I call the broker directly because that's my name on the rate card. So I don't want to give myself a bad name. So, and carriers that cancel loads all the time. When a carrier cancels a load, sometimes in the carrier packet there is a penalty or a percentage that's charged to the carriers, like maybe like if the load totals $2,000 and you cancel a load without notice or things like that, you'll see it read in the fine print. That's why I do to read the carrier packets. So if you cancel a load, there might be like a $250 charge for canceling a load. So, so make sure you let your carrier know, like, okay, I read the fine print. If you take this load and then you cancel it for whatever reason, and you don't let them know in a timely manner, then you could be charged like $250 or a certain percentage. But if you let them know in a timely manner, then of course you won't get charged. But if you just cancel a load out of willy-nilly, then brokers put in their contracts, carry packets, I'm gonna charge you for that. So, and most carriers say, go ahead and sign it because I'm not gonna cancel this load, whatever. But things happen, your truck might break down, you may have some kind of emergency and you have to cancel the load. But as a carrier, you gotta let people know. It's just professionalism, all across the board. You gotta let them know. Just don't cancel it willy-nilly. And you might have a better load come along. Well, man, I just saw this other load. I'm going to cancel this load. Or I'm not going to even pick it up. And don't even tell nobody. So a shipper is waiting for a truck to come in, and your carrier never shows up. It's like, and he never calls you as a dispatcher. So you're like, and then you're getting a call, like just like me. I'm getting a call from a broker saying, hey, I'm just checking on your driver to pick up a load. He never showed up. I'm like, what are you talking about? What driver? What MC? What company? So he told me, and I'm like, oh, man. And I know I got history with this particular carrier. He's known to, cancel loads all of a sudden, and I got to go behind and clean him up. So I'm kind of debating, not even dealing with him for a long period of time. But he runs so good. I'm like, dang. You kind of weigh your options, is it worth dealing with the nonsense, even though you're getting good paid loads? He runs pretty good. I make, decent amount with him. So it's like, but you don't want to build your dispatching name up working with this one carrier. Sometimes one carrier can ruin it for you and the rest of your carriers. So you got to, as a business, you got to weigh that option.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just something to think about, guys. But I'm glad that you guys are hearing the good and the bad, so you guys can kind of take that stuff in and filter it, and then apply it to your business. So. And that's how I want to train. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. You guys actually getting to hear live training, live people, live brokers. Like the guy said, yeah, thanks for your carrier making me feel like a jackass. I started to laugh, but I just said, okay. Huh?
That's what he said before you hung up?
Yeah. Well, I hung up before he could hang up, but he said, yeah, thanks for letting, tell your carrier, thanks for making me look like a jackass. So I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't even know. So I went to go call my carrier back, and it went straight to voicemail. He'll call me back, and then I'll just let him know that the broker was a little upset. He's going to be like, I don't care. I know exactly what he's going to say. I know if he don't say that, I'll cancel the whole recording right now. So, but I know exactly what he's going to say. So. But let me call this one on this flatbed, this no tarp, and see what the details is on this one, so you guys can hear a broker. Let's get this one going. Hopefully you guys can see my screen here. 397. And this is for today. This one may be gone already. Hey, dispatch, how you doing?
How can I help you?
Maddo, Oklahoma today, flatbed to Alpine. Is that still available?
Give me one sec. No, sir, that one has been covered.
Oh my God, I can't stand you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No problem. No problem. All right. All right, bye. Okay, that was covered. So that's why, and I'm good. I'm good. She said that. I'm glad. I'm not good that I didn't get the load, but I'm glad that you guys got a chance to hear, me, ask, because sometimes if you don't say that first sentence that I told you guys yesterday, you let them know, like, okay, I'm calling about Madill, Oklahoma to Alpine, Texas, flatbed for today. Is it still available? Remember that sentence I told you guys to say? Is it still available? Because sometimes if you continue on with the conversation and you guys get to the point where you want to book the load and they say, oh, man, by the way, oh, man, that load's gone. Well, I'm like, well, damn, why'd you tell me that the first time? Well, you didn't ask. So ask that question up front. That'll eliminate a whole lot of extra dialogue. So you can move on to the next load, which is what we're going to do. Okay. And then she's going to call me about, because she's waiting on the load going to Houston today. She's being empty right now on that flatbed, no tarp. So let me change, since she's empty now, I'm going to change the dates from today and tomorrow to just today. So I just changed that date and updated. And now I got this. So, okay, she just texted me. She said, okay, got the load heading, let me see. Got the load heading to LaPorte, Texas for tomorrow. So she got, okay, they may have took it down off the load board because I don't see it anymore. And I'll let her know, okay. See, sometimes that's how it works too. So LaPorte tomorrow. So what we can do is, that's good. That's a good training tool. So she's going to be in LaPorte tomorrow. So I can look for her another load. Let me call her so you guys can hear the dialogue. Instead of texting, I'm going to go ahead and call so you guys can hear. And while I'm talking to her, I'll be changing. See, this is how you guys work. So while I'm talking to her, I'll be putting in.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, I got your text. You want me to be looking for something out of LaPorte tomorrow?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, and so where is LaPorte at? Is that by the Houston area?
Yeah, that's by the Houston area.
Okay, let me look at my map here too.
Yeah, it's not too far from Houston. I mean, it's in the same area, actually.
Okay, so it's in the Houston area. And let's see, LaPorte. No tarp. And you want to just stay in the, whoa, for tomorrow. I see one tomorrow. This can't be right. Houston, Texas tomorrow, 23 miles from LaPorte going to McAllen. Oh, never mind. I was going to say $2,700, 360 miles, but you got to have a 51-foot length trailer. That's 3 feet over what you guys have. I wonder if that's a possibility, though.
Yeah, because we can go 5 foot over the 48 foot, right? It'd be legal, yeah.
Okay, so 5 foot over 48 is 53. So this is 51. We may try to snatch this, but it's never mind. I went into the load details. It's a 23-foot wide load, even though it's going 360 miles for 2,700. It's 51 feet.
Shit.
Yeah, 51 feet long, 4 feet high, and 23 feet wide. That's super wide because you guys are just 8 feet wide. You're like 96 inches, right? So yeah.
Yeah, 102 actually.
Oh, 102. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're 9'6" or 8'6". I'm sorry, 8'6". So yeah.
That's a wide load there.
Yeah, that's super wide. You're gonna need pilot cars and everything. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a little too much. It would be nice, but yeah, too much.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully we can get something, keep looking. But yeah, I did get that load. She finally sent it through. So we'll be over there, and then if I find anything, I'll give you a heads up.
Okay, you guys got a decent rate for that one?
No. No, there's nothing. I mean, it's only 10,000 pounds, so I would have to say, yes, we did get a decent rate to go over there versus hauling 48,000. It's the same price. It didn't make sense. So this was only 10,000 pounds. So we went ahead and dumped on it. Because we got to get back home real quick to run a personal errand.
Right.
And then we'll be done. It takes us maybe 30 minutes to do what we need to do. So that's why we're trying to stay over there or get back over in that area. Got to go to the bank, take care of some stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll try to keep you as close in the area as possible then.
Okay, and if I find anything, I'll let you know.
All right, Joanne. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Charles.
All right, bye. Okay, any comments? Let me check this voicemail real quick. Any comments, guys? Let me change this state. They want to stay in Texas, maybe Oklahoma, Louisiana, perhaps Arkansas. Filter to those specific states. For tomorrow, now let's see what we got. 329. And now these are the options that we have. Okay. So even if you, like even those loads I posted for you guys, even if, like she found a load here, so now I need to change this to LaPorte, right? So that's how you stay ahead of the game. So now it's LaPorte to anywhere, and it's for tomorrow. So see how that works? So she found a load. She found a load for the current one that I posted, so I just changed it up. So, and that's how you stay on top of your carriers. And then this guy here, I got off the phone. He's going to call me back. He's waiting to hear from the loading people. They're taking their time loading him. And then this guy here. Matter of fact, let's work on this one now. So we got a little time to play with this one. Let's work on this one. Oh, we got more time. This is Thursday. So you see how you work your loads? Are you guys following that? So this is that. Let's see. Houston to Odessa tomorrow. Okay, this must be TARP, and she's a no TARP, so that's a no-go. So remember, that's a no TARP load. And let's minimize this and go to, let's delete the Paradise one because she already found a load, so let's get rid of that one. And I'm going to get rid of this one. This one's gone. And this one's gone. So the three that I have are here. Reading, Pennsylvania, he's waiting at the load dock. So this is the one I need to work on now. So, okay. So let me change the criteria for the states that he wants to run in. He wants to go back to Virginia, maybe West Virginia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, maybe Florida, and these areas here. Okay, for Thursday. All right, so he may take this one, Marengo, Illinois to Tampa, Florida, 2,700, 22,000 pounds of a light load is going. So how much cents per mile is that? See how fast you guys are, if you guys are quicker than me. $219. So let's call him and call Carter and see what's up with him. Any questions so far about this process, guys? Let me give Carter a call real quick. He's the drive-in. He's the drive-in load. Carter's here. And I see another one right here.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying...
Okay, he could be resting or anything, so this one is 1900 at the practical miles is about 700, 698. So 272. So let's call this one and get an idea of, I need to know what the weight is and the pickup and delivery dates. And I got the date, but the pickup time and the delivery date and time. So you guys can get a chance to hear that conversation. Oops, I dialed the wrong number, sorry. 515273. Okay. It's the broker in Iowa.
Bro, why is this Adrian?
Hey, Adrian, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Okay, I'm looking at a drive-in load for Thursday, coming out of Rensselaer, Indiana, going to Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Is that still available?
Yeah, I believe that one is. Let me see if I can get the details on it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I think they're over there till 2:30 on the pickup side. And let's see the delivery side. It looks like it's let's see if they got it. Yeah, it looks like right now they do have a delivery appointment for it Monday morning in Pottsville. Would that work for you guys?
Why so far out? Okay, well, I guess Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so Monday is the...
Yeah, it looks like it's going to like a Lowe's DC, so it's by appointment. And as of right now, it looks like we're trying to get them to move it up, but it looks like as of right now, they've got it scheduled for Monday morning. I think it's like 6 a.m. on Monday.
Okay, and what's the loaded miles on that?
It shows 659.7, so like 660.
And the weight of the load?
It is 43,220.
Appointment only on Monday. So you're trying to get it moved up, but you haven't gotten it moved up yet.
Correct. Yeah, they still they do everything by email over there. So we've emailed them, seeing if they can move it up, but unfortunately, as of right now, they have not moved it for us.
So if they can't move it up and we got to deliver on Monday, can we do it for 22?
Let me check with them. Hold on one sec.
Okay, guys, I just negotiated from 1900 to 22, if you hear me. He put me on hold, so any comments, just type in the chat so I can see it while we're listening. Can you guys hear me? Somebody type yes in the chat. Okay. Just wanted you guys to hear the dialogue, that's all. And if you can see the screen, the cheat sheet in the back office of Dispatcher 101's portal, remember the load cheat sheet? There's not a lot of details. You heard me asking for the weight and the real loaded miles. That's why when you call, you give your carrier more detailed information so they can make an informed decision. Okay? And I'm happy I'm giving live trainings where you guys get to hear different brokers. Not right now for truck stop. I'm working on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for holding. Sorry about the wait there. I talked to my manager, and unfortunately, it seems like 19 is basically everything they got in on it. So unfortunately, they're sticking at that right now. But I can grab your information. You know, if anything changes, like I said, with that appointment, they're kind of trying to move it. They might throw more money at it. So if anything changes, I can definitely give you a call back. But yeah, unfortunately, as of right now, they're sticking at that.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll call my carrier and let him know that you guys are firm on 19 and see what he wants. I'm going to give him the low details so he can make a more informed decision because it wasn't really clear in the posting. So that's why I asked you certain questions. So
absolutely, I appreciate it.
Okay, I got your number here. It's 515-273-3148.
Correct. Yep, my name is Adrian, and Rodney is also working on it, so either of us can help you out with that one.
Okay, that'll work. I'm gonna reach out to him now and see if he wants to go ahead and grab it for 19.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Somebody can unmute themselves if they have any comments while I get ready to call my carrier. Good call. Okay. What I'll do is, since we do have 123 load board in the portal of Dispatcher 101, I will use that one as a navigation tool as well. That way you guys can see. That's a good catch. I'll go ahead and start navigating with 123 since you guys have access to that in the back office of my training portal. So we'll go to that one. But I'll leave up this one. Let me call my carrier and let Carter know what we got and see what he wants to do. But it's over his weight, so he may not take it because his is 43 and this is 43,220. So let me call Carter. He's a country boy. He's a true redneck. Hey, you remember that show, King of the Hill? That guy that mumbles a lot? He talks like him. So try not to laugh, guys. Assuming he picks up.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a...
So while we're waiting on that, I'll keep that one open. But let's go to 123 load board and look for the same load type for Carter. Franklin, Park, Illinois, to anywhere decent. I'm going to do the certain states that he wants. I know the states. Oh, no, he's 42,000 pounds. Let me double check his profile that I got in my file system. So it's good that you guys are seeing that. You build your own file systems and you can reference. Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, I got my spreadsheet up. So.
Hey, Charles, this is Lanier.
Yes, Lanier.
Got a quick question.
Go ahead.
I had to step away for a minute, so forgive me, everyone, if this is a dumb question. But so the load that I found for him, that was no longer available. We're still looking for something for him.
We're still looking for something for him. That is correct. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. That is correct. But the one.
Okay, thank you.
No. Wait a minute, Miss Lanier. You still there?
Yes, sir.
You're talking about the flatbed guys.
No, I'm talking about the dry van gentleman.
Okay, the dry van gentleman, that load is, yeah, that one's no longer available. That's correct. But the flatbed one, we're still hanging in there for that one.
Yeah, okay, I understand. I got you. I remember that one, but I was just inquiring if if that's the reason why we're looking for number 3 is because that load is no longer available.
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
And I apologize for not letting you know sooner.
No, that's fine. I was just curious because, like I said, I walked away from the class momentarily, and I just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed something.
Right.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Cool.
Thank
No,
you.
that's cool. Okay, Carter is here. So it's 43. Okay, so his weight limit is 43. So my spreadsheet shows my carriers, their first and last name, phone numbers, emails, their equipment types and weight, the types of equipment, what he can handle, his truck and trailer number. The reason why I put truck and trailer number there is because when you do rate cons and the broker wants to dispatch your driver, whoever the driver is, they usually ask for a truck and trailer number so they'll know, which load they're dispatched under. Just good information to know. His DOT, MC, the date that he signed the agreement with me, and then what he wants per mile, little special notes. So this is my spreadsheet. You guys can kind of mimic that if you want. The yellow ones highlighted are the ones that I find loads for kind of regularly. The red ones are hot shots. And then the white ones, again, are the spot guys. Every now and then they'll call me and say, hey, I need a load out of here. I need a backhaul somewhere. They'll call me every now and then. So that's how that works. So let's go to 123 load board, since we do have access to that one instead of truck stop, and find that load for Carter. Franklin Park, Illinois to anywhere. So yeah, I might as well navigate this one and show you guys this so you can get some experience navigating it, and since it's available in the back office. One of our members gave us her access, so hopefully that'll be still good for us. So Franklin Park, the origin, the destination is anywhere, but I'm going to go to states and select certain states that I know he likes to run in. So he's in Illinois right now. So let's say Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, let's do Midwest, Tennessee, West Virginia, North Carolina. Let's do those states. He's a 53-foot dry van. He's looking to run Thursday. The weight is 43,000, so we'll put that in specifically, and then we'll hit search. So we got 19 hits. First thing I usually do is hit the offer to see if any dollar values come up, and they do right there. Or the reason why I do it like that is because if you go back and edit the load search, you can actually go into more options, click the plus sign, and select to show pay rates. But if you do that, it may give you less results, which it does, only gives you 2. So by unchecking that, it'll give me more, because it'll give me the rates that are not only the pays that's posted, but the ones that aren't posted. So it'll bump back up to 19. So, and then put the rates in order, and then the rest are not showing. So you just got to simply call to get the rates on these, but at least you have more options to choose from. You guys follow that? So let's see. So we got and then with each one, if you open it up, you can get your own cents per mile calculation right here. The rate over the loaded miles, $1.80. He's not going to jump on that, but you never know, because it's 3 miles from where he's going to deliver at in Franklin Park. And go from there. So we got 19 options here for loads. So let me give Carter a call one more time and check on this load here for 1900, which is a 219 a mile load, I believe. Wait a second. 1900. Oh, 272. That's pretty good. He may jump on that. Let's give. Carter needs to pick up the phone. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Where you at? I just spoke to him earlier, too, by the way.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Okay. So the 3 loads that I'm working on now is the flatbed, another flatbed. She found a load for the other flatbed that was coming out of Paradise, Texas. Now she's going to be in LaPorte tomorrow. So we find her at LaPorte heading back toward the Houston, Texas area because she said she needed to get home to run an errand. So I need to change that to Houston, Texas. Okay. And then Carla wants this one. I had about 3 other guys call me, but they were unsure of what they wanted to do. So I told them once they become clear, let me know. Let me call my reefer guy back and let him know that the broker was angry because he was supposed to pick up a load Friday. So let's see what he says. You get different personalities, different characters. So
What's up, Chad?
Smooth. Yeah, Roadrunner called me back. They said last Friday I dispatched a load that we were supposed to pick up. That's what I'm saying. I told him, look, if my carrier canceled a load on me, I call the broker. There's never been a case where I don't call the broker and let him know. So he said something about like Virginia or Chesapeake or something. I don't know. But last Friday, we didn't even talk last Friday about a load.
I'm not sure if that was what's the dude's name?
Roadrunner.
Yeah, I don't recall that, man.
Exactly.
He said last Friday.
Yeah, I said this. I told him, I said, this past Friday. Then he's like, I said, are we square? He said, no, we're not square. He was supposed to pick it up. I said, well, he's under another load. He said, all right, well, tell your carrier. He said, all right, tell your carrier, thanks for making me look like a jackass. And then we hung up.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
But it was. I mean, you know, I'm in Cali now. You said Friday?
Yeah, you in California?
Yeah.
Wow. So are you?
I got a load. I did the Florida Georgia disaster.
It was a disaster. Yeah, you breaking up a little bit. I couldn't hardly hear you.
Yeah, my reception's really shitty around here.
Okay.
I think the load up like Tuesday or Monday. That joint didn't get delivered until yesterday, which was a Monday, right?
So a week?
Go up there and the load. I asked the shipper, I'm like, don't the joint go back sale? Oh no, go ahead, just deliver that joint. I'm like, all right, cool. Go up there, deliver the load, got rejected. From there, the board just like, just take it back to the shipper. I go back to the shipper, 200, 600 miles into it. He said, no, I didn't tell you to go back to the shipper. I just told you to chill there. I said, bro, I know what I heard, man. So I turned around another 600 miles, get back up there, they unloaded the shit, right? They unloaded, and I'm asking, dude, well, you told me you should about my fuel. You know what I mean? Okay, the time is the time. You know what I mean? I should have compensated for my time, too, but what about the fuel? This dude gave me $100, and I'm like, oh, that's fair. I said, yo, never again. I'm never going to go ever again.
Oh, is this that same one that had you go back and forth and we had to cancel that one load?
Yes, that's the one. I just found it of it yesterday.
Yeah, this was the one that Chester had you going through that nonsense over.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I was at the board, but I'm not in there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Give me $100. All right, we'll be meeting for 100.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I ain't focused on more. I don't feel like doing running. I do some short shit. Yeah, man, down in Virginia, back and shit. But I'm going to set my change up. This is like a major hit. I had everything lined up. And then you want me to go to Colorado to pick up another load for 2,200 crate and 18 miles. I was like, man, you go ahead and keep that shit, man. I get another nigga to go with it.
Yeah.
Over like that. Nobody don't want to fuck with you.
If you ever come to Virginia, just give me a call. We can link up, go out, get something to eat or something.
Yeah, man, we can definitely do that. I still ain't get home. I gotta get my paper right. I still want to order so I can have, different shippers and all that good stuff. I'm ready to get done into this like weeks deep. So I have my shippers. I've been doing a little research on the auctions and all that. It's about time to do they're putting it up to if I can do 3 trucks, I can go ahead and retire, man. I'm trying to retire early. My birthday is
11th of this month?
Yeah, man, I'll be 42.
42? You a fossil. Nah, I'm 48. Hey, what about that shipper directory I told you about? The shipper directory, the 2018 edition.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to pick up. But I gotta have his bread drop in my account. As soon as that bread drop, my wife Denise, she's making sure that I'm gonna pay us out, make sure no errors is on the papers and all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as soon as that pay out, I'm going to go ahead and order that, y'all.
Yeah, if you get it in PDF, please send me a copy. I'll be forever in your debt.
Yo, I got you covered because I'm gonna need your help in the near future. One hand washes the other.
Yeah, that's how we network, man. That's how you network.
Yeah, so if they drop it in PDF, it's like I just push it through. All I'm asking for is a shipper going to the West Coast with the rest of y'all.
Oh, definitely. I'll look specifically for a reefer shipper that goes coast to coast, over and back home for you. That way they keep you busy.
And one hand washes the other.
Yeah, one hand washes the other. That's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, you got I got my little 2 shippers or whatever. That sounds even to me. That's worth the money.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, so soon as that bread drop in my account, now I have to pay my bills out, and that's the next thing on my list to go with. And whether they push it in PDF or however I'll push it to you, I'm gonna call you and let you know that I'm pushing it to you.
Okay. Hey, let me call my driver real quick.
Yeah, man. Handle your business.
Okay, smooth.
All right, peace.
All right, Carter just called me, so I'm gonna go ahead and call Carter back. And someone else called me too from another number. Let me call Carter and let him know about this load. You guys are getting some good training here, I guess, or at least some conversation. He just called me. Really? So what do you guys think about the dialogue between brokers and dispatchers and
I'm sorry,
carriers?
the person you were trying to reach.
Carriers and dispatchers. Okay, any comments? Unmute yourself if you got any comments before I call this missed phone call number here. This might be a broker calling me. I was on a load board looking at a load, so. You guys got any comments? Okay, let me call this person, see who this is.
Party at extension 1 is not available. Please leave your message at...
Okay, that may have been a broker. I may have been looking at a load. Sometimes when you're on a load board and you click in to open one of the loads and look at a load for an extended period of time, the broker gets your number and they'll call you back because they're trying to book that load. That's how they work. So I guess it works like on reverse osmosis, I guess. They'll see the phone number and they'll do the callback number to try to see if you were a carrier looking for a load, but you are a carrier in a sense because you're an agent for your carrier. You're a dispatcher, so they'll call you back and then try to work that load with you. So, but So how are you guys holding up? Everything's good, guys? Any questions, concerns? Are you starting to pick up on the lingo with between the dispatcher and the carrier, and the dispatcher and the broker or shipper?
Hey Charles, that load that's going out of Pennsylvania, we still looking for that, right?
Yeah, yeah. This one here, yeah. He's going to call me back later on to see when he's loaded, because he's heading to Pennsylvania tomorrow, so he wants to make sure that he has enough time to get unloaded. So he wants to get ahead of the game. So I'm still trying to find him a load out of Reading, Pennsylvania, either heading to Cleveland or going from Pennsylvania down to Cincinnati or Springfield or Dayton. So he's going to let me know. But yeah, this load is still open.
So as far as the deadhead, is 75 the max, or is he willing to go on like a 20 more miles up? If
100 miles is the absolute max, but it has to be a load that's paying decent. That's why I kept it 75. So
Okay.
if you change your load search criteria to 100, then add on an extra $100 to $200 in the rate to kind of cover that, the fuel.
Okay.
Okay. So in other words, you want to make it worth their while to drive that extra 25 miles.
Got you.
Yeah. But so are you guys learning anything? This is one process. Let me call Carter one time. He called me, but let me call him back because this load might be gone. Sometimes carriers got to move a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Hey, I see a load for Thursday. It is in Indiana, which is 80 miles heading back toward the delivery over in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. It's paying $1,900. It's going about 698 miles, so that's $2.72 a mile. It's actually 660 miles. I'm sorry. It's let's see, $1,900, 660 loaded miles. So that's 288 cents a mile. It picks up until 2:30 on Thursday, but it delivers Monday at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's 43,220 pounds, so that's a little high for you. I don't know if you wanted to.
Where is it delivered to?
It delivered to Pottsville.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pottsville.
Let me see if this guy did. I picked up a load post, go back to Petersburg. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing from him yet, but said he will contact me.
Okay.
If I ain't heard nothing yet, if he gives me a no, I'm going to get some. I don't care what it is.
Okay, so you're looking at it. You're waiting on the response from him from a load coming out of Illinois heading back to Petersburg.
Yeah, but I'm going to give him time to get to North Carolina, and he ain't got it by then. Heck, listen, I can't wait on him. I mean, he said coming. He had load on the board, and then they said they ain't ready all something. He'll go on here. Damn 20 people for me.
Okay, so you're gonna give him about what, 30 minutes to an hour or so?
Yeah, about a couple of hours anyway. I don't give him 2 hours. I got to get to North Carolina. Getting ready to go down and pick up one. And go to that place I was telling you, Falk somewhere.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to get to North Carolina. You're trying to get to North Carolina from Illinois.
Yeah, I got a load to pick up something in Maybeen. That place where me and you hauled from. Maybe it ain't the same place as the place in there. I don't even know where the hell it's talking about. Because the biggest place I've seen is that place we hauled that old ship up one.
Yeah, meat bang. That was a good load. That 5,200 going back and forth.
Yeah, but this is where this one was pick up. It's 2,000 pounds. That's where I took it. They ain't paying shit. Paying $1,030, and then I pulled it up and looked. Now he ain't paying but $1.30. It don't weigh but 2,000 pounds, but it's going up down. And I was trying to get the portage in there, because I pulled 2 loads on the portage, but this guy keeps texting me.
And then the girl told me last night she didn't have nothing to pick up Thursday or Friday. I said, well, I'll be damned. They always email me, but they ain't got nothing on me up there Thursday or Friday. I was kind of hoping she was going to call me, because them TVs paid $2,000 coming back to, Stanton, Virginia, on my way back here, you know.
Right.
Hey, don't weigh nothing, weigh 16,000 pounds. I've been running them, but shit, now she ain't got nothing for Thursday and Friday. This hell to try to do anything, because it's always opposite, you know, what you doing.
Right.
So you get a load of and put some more on it, and they don't want it to get them stir freight or something. It's always something, you know. I spun $30 now for shooting shit they threw in the store a while ago. I told you hit it, we'll spread it. And scratch 3 tickets, $10 a piece, $30. Shot the hell, we ain't gonna win shit. I said, ain't that supposed to be rich?
Yeah.
Some of them are being conquered, they'll black me to hit it for $4 million on a scratch ticket.
So I guess whenever you get a response from him, I guess whether or not he's going to get that load for you, I guess we just let me know so I can know how to plan ahead for you.
Yeah, because if he ain't done nothing he ain't done time to get down to the thing and worry about it, no lot of probably had to what I'm doing.
Okay, that'll work.
Because I don't think he's going to do shit, because that's been, I talked 10 to 8 o'clock this morning to that old paper, you know.
Yeah.
And done all that, and I ain't heard shit. Then when I done that, he called me up and said that load's been some of this and that. He probably gave somebody else, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Can you make that? I said, but it ain't but an hour away. He was 7 miles away to pick it up. I rang son on be there, but I got unloaded 10 a.m. Thursday morning, and then it gives you 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 4 hours before you have to reload, so I rang son on, make it 70 miles. I ran with him. But I think he's kind of worried about where they unload you.
Right.
Yeah, I know that. What he's thinking. I said, well, it ain't but 2,000 pounds. Don't I'll throw it all by hand. They can have to pick it up in the damn driveway. Now give me one of them car roll shit off in the trailer in the damn parking lot. You can't hold me. I'm gonna put shit on. He's on this anymore. I swear to you. But you act down.
Yeah, that's correct.
They gonna come to you like them brokers, you know. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't wood or something. More I tell all that shit. Hit that lottery while ago and follow him there. Hell, I'm too rich to be driving a truck.
Yeah. Hey, if you hit the lottery, just give me 7%. I got to use my dispatch.
That'll work.
All right. Hey, just let me know what he says. I'll know how to go from there, okay?
All right, bud.
All right, thanks. Okay. Hey, he a funny dude, ain't he? Hey, Carter.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah.
So on 1, 2, 3 load boards, right?
Okay.
You know how if you could pull up just any load, doesn't matter, just a random load.
Okay.
All right. So when you go to check the rate and they don't have anything in there,
right?
If you go down to what's that, Franklin Park, Illinois, right there, it doesn't have the rate check, right? But click the rate check. So the line haul revenue right there, is that what they're paying?
Yes, that is a standard line haul rate that they're paying for a dry van. Now, if you hit flatbed or if you hit reefer, of course the numbers are going to change.
Okay. So
that's standard. But when you call the broker, this standard rate, the broker's rate may be below that because, now remember, brokers are trying to make their spread, right? So It may be below that standard, but this is your negotiating instrument that you have.
Okay. And that's what I wanted to make sure because I've seen that on there and I wasn't too sure.
Yeah. So that's how that works. So you can kind of go in there and figure out the line haul, the cents per mile, and then calculate. You got the mileage here, and then you can, loaded miles and things like that, whatever it's paying. So the line haul, so the estimated revenue, so they deduct toll costs, they deduct your fuel. So now the new rate is 6, 7. So say example, this is accurate, right? So let's use for the sake of argument, that's accurate. 626.18. So we'll just say 676. You already got the loaded miles, 222. So your true cents per mile is 305, not 372, because you want to factor out what you're paying for tolls and fuel.
Okay.
You see? So that's how you work that. So even if you got a rate that's not posted on one of these postings, you can go in there, do your rate check, and get your information. So.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for that, man.
Yeah, no problem. So let's see. So Carter is this one here, the Franklin Park. He's gonna call me because he's waiting on another load to get a response from that broker, but that broker is taking his time. He's gonna give him 30 minutes to an hour to see. So he's one Franklin Park, like literally, but he's trying to get to North Carolina, so he must have a load in North Carolina that he's trying to get to that's waiting on him. He's going to be empty in Franklin Park on Thursday. So if you are, as a dispatcher, you get that information from your carrier, so now you can kind of plan ahead and say, okay, he's going to be in Franklin Park on Thursday. He just told me over the phone, if you were listening, you kind of read that and say, okay, well, he's trying to get to North Carolina. So you just see what's in North Carolina. If it shows 0, what I'll do, I'll increase my radius and see if it changes to anything. So now I got 3. So put that in order. So now, but he got like 197 mile deadhead from Franklin Park, Illinois, to pick up there. So hopefully that's on the way to North Carolina. So it wouldn't make a difference of that 197 deadhead. If it's en route, then the deadhead doesn't matter because you're driving that direction anyway. But if you're deadheading away from where you want to go to, now you're saying, well, that because it's going to double now, because now you got to drive 197 out of your way and then come back 197 plus the loaded miles to get to that destination. You see how that works? But if your deadhead is in the direction of where you're heading to pick up, then you should be fine. You just factor that in. You understand how I just explained that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but with that, so say if that 197 is going out of the way, and do we try to calculate that into the rate code here if we want to go and try to get more for it, or how?
That's correct. You would try to say, you'll tell the broker, say, hey, we want this load, but it's like right now we're in Franklin Park, Illinois. That load is in Jacksonville, Illinois. It's like 200 miles out of our way. We'll pick that up. Can you help us with fuel getting over there? And they'll say, we'll add $200 extra for fuel for you.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So that's how that works. This guy just sent me a text in Spanish. Well, I'm glad I speak Spanish. I wouldn't be able to. Now, if it was Arabic, I would have some trouble, but okay. Okay, I got it. All right. Okay, so this broker called me back. Let me call the broker and see what he's talking about on this load. So you guys are getting a lot of.
Where was this, Adrian?
Hey, Adrian. This is Charles calling you back. He just called me.
Oh yeah, Charles. I was just trying to see. We spoke earlier in regards to Pottsville delivery coming out of Rensselaer. We talked to the receiver. They didn't have any Friday available. They did have Saturday, so I wanted to run that by you, see if Saturday would be an option for you guys. That was the earliest versus the Monday.
And it's still at 19.
He told me that they can get up to 2,000 with the Saturday delivery. I mean, I'd probably have to see if they've got any more room. He told me 2,000 with the Saturday is where they're trying to be.
And is that FCFS or is it a certain point in time?
No, it would be. Let me see here.
First come, first serve, FCFS.
Yeah, it would be. Usually we just kind of give them an idea of when we would be there, and they'll just lock us in so that they're ready for it. So yeah, usually we just give them a heads up about what time roughly we'd expect the truck there. That way they kind of have an idea. But yeah, it would be just Saturday, first come, first serve, whenever available.
Okay. All right. Let me reach out to my guy and let him know is the extra 100 added to the rate for a Saturday delivery.
Correct. All right, I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Rose.
Yep. See, so that was an extra negotiation. So he called me back. He added an extra $100 to the rate and moved the date up from Monday to a Saturday. FCFS. Well, it's not FCFS. It's actually, since it's a weekend, Saturday, we just got to give them like an hour heads up when the driver's like within an hour of the location, the receiver, so they can have somebody there because it's the weekend. FCFS means first come, first serve. So whatever truck pulls up there first, they're the one that gets unloaded. So you guys make a note of that. You might see that in some kind of bookings. They'll say pick up here, deliver here, FCFS, first come, first serve. Any questions or comments on that? You guys are a quiet group, well, with the exception of Tayshawn and Miss Lanier, I guess, but everybody else is just listening in. Some of you guys probably at work, you want to get fired.
Hey, but can you explain what you just said again? Because I was with you, then you kind of lost me.
Okay, this broker called me back on this load that's on my screen now. Because I tried to get $2,200 for the load because it was delivering on Monday, but he bumped it up, the delivery, to a Saturday, which is the 9th, and he added an extra 100 into the rate. So he said, well, we can get 2,000 at 600 and, let me do that for a minute, 2,000 at 660 loaded miles. So now that's $3.03 a mile, so that's more enticing. And first come, first serve. So yeah, FCFS means first come, first serve. So when you get to a receiver, the first truck that checks in at the receiver, you go to a receiver, to like the security gate, give the security guard your paperwork. He'll call up to the receiving office, let him know that a truck is here. Here's the load number, and they'll say, okay, yeah, tell him to go to, loading dock number 10. And then he'll drive over to loading dock number 10, and they'll go ahead and start unloading it. So the first person comes is the first one that gets unloaded. First come, first serve.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. But he said it's not first come, first serve because it's the weekend. He just said, since most people be at home, so they need an hour heads up call when the driver is within an hour from that city so they can get over there and then get somebody to unload them. So because it's the weekend. So, and that's understandable. So.
All right. Hey, so for those loads that we still looking for, what are you trying to get for the race per mile? Or does that even matter?
Oh yeah, I need to put that in there. Let me put that in there for you guys. The load board, Mr. Lanier, for truckers have. The one I have is the regular one is $35 a month, but if you want the premium, I think it's like $129 or $149. You get more features. Yeah, truck stop, internet truck stop, which is this one now that's on the screen. I'm paying a base. This is just a basic one, and you're getting all this. The premium is, I think it's either premium or pro. Here it is, pro. If you upgrade to pro, just click that. Well, somebody will contact you. But I think it's either $129. It's $149, but they had a special at the beginning of the year. They bumped off $20, and it was $129, and you get more features. So, but I'm just paying $35 a month for this internet truck stop. So, let me, for the question that Sean asked, this CPM, they want, they put wants at least. That's a good question. That way you guys will know what to look for. Now we have to consider that the rates are down, so flatbed at least, let's say 235 to 250. And for, yeah, that is $35 is good. This one here, this flatbed, I think right now, since they're doing so terrible in Texas, we'll say at least 2 to 225 per mile. And then the same with Carter, we'll say once at least. Because I just had a conversation with him. He's taking loads for $1.31 right now because the rates are so bad. We'll say at least 2 to 220 to 250, we'll say.
I'm going to put the clothes on. You're going to go for a while, okay? I'm going to tell you daddy, though, but we're going to get out of the house for a while.
Okay, that was a good question. All right, so you guys can see that. Let me call Carter back and let him know why he's waiting to hear back from the other one. But it's going to Pennsylvania. It's not going to North Carolina where he wanted to go, but at least the rate went up, and it's a Saturday delivery. So I'll just give him the information so he'll have it. Communicate with the carriers, guys. Whenever you get. Hey, Carter. Hey, that load coming out of Indiana going to Pottsville, Pennsylvania, they added $100 on it to $2,000, and you could deliver on Saturday now instead of Monday. I just wanted to let you know that, just in case you didn't get any information back from your guy for the other one. I know you wanted to go to North Carolina. This one now is $3.03 a mile.
Pottsville, I delivered a lot in Pottsville full of containers. I'm sitting here trying to think where the end of this thing on, but I delivered a lot of container stuff up there.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Okay, so they got a port over there.
No, it was your regular business. I'm trying to think where the hell did that go in Pottsville? It was a good place, Pottsville. I'm sitting there thinking, where the hell? I think it gets off on 76 and stuff up there.
Let me look it up for you real quick.
I think the penitentiary up there, too. Close by.
A penitentiary.
We visited someone a while back, but hey, you saw me one day. I got one nasty ass truck that I didn't take time to wash this thing. Coming down the road, I think it'll rain that spray. That thing looked like shit, man. You wouldn't believe what it looked like.
So calling about the loan you have in Durant, Oklahoma, going to Dallas, Texas. Give me a call back when it's convenient. 855-562-3646. Truck nearby.
Okay, let me see. Rensselaer, Indiana to Pottsville, Pennsylvania. You said 81? It's on 81, right?
Yeah. Let me get that map over here. I'm probably going to draw a circle around. That's a good load. Only thing Bird ain't nothing in Pennsylvania to come back with.
Yeah.
That's why I try to hang around Indiana and stuff, it's always something lurking up in that hole. Pottsville, where you at? Pottsville.
Oh, it gave me the wrong. Let me look. It gave me the wrong. It got New York. I told him Indiana. So let me look that up real quick.
Oh, pick up in New York.
No. It's not New York. It's in Indiana. It just gave me the wrong map. That's all. So I got the right one now. 654 miles. So yeah, it's on. You're gonna take 81 all the way over. 81 east. 81 east to and then you're gonna hit 70.
Let me go to the next page.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna hit 80. Yeah, 81 east, all the way across Ohio and everything, Pennsylvania, and then you're gonna hit Yep.
Damn, I'm looking at it. I don't see it. Damn, I know where that place is. I've been out quite a.
Yeah, Pottsville is over there by like St. Clair, Forestville, Tremont, Pine Grove.
It's Harrisonburg, but that's way too high. I must be on the wrong end of the map.
You're kind of high at Harrisonburg. It's southwest of Hazleton.
Southwest.
Yeah, it's off 81 and Route 901.
901.
Yeah.
I got Chambersburg and Gettysburg.
Yeah, Chambersburg is Harrisburg is southwest of Pottsville off of 81, the other 81, but you're taking 80 over. So Harrisonburg.
You said 80.
Yeah, 80.
The one I'm lost.
Yeah, you're taking I-80 east.
And then you're on 81 now, I'm right. Hell
Yeah.
St. Clairton.
Yeah, St. Clair.
Grove City.
Yep. Pine Grove, Bethel, Shenandoah, Mount Carmel. So it's 80 east, and then you get onto from 80 east, and you're gonna hit you're gonna exit onto Route 54 south. And then you're going to keep going 54 south, stay on 54. Take you right into town. And then you're going to take, 54 is going to turn into 901 at Mount Carmel, Marion Highway. You're going to make a right there, and you're going to hit 901, take that all the way through, and that's going to take you into town. Yep, right into Pottsville. Yes.
Because you got a lot of places in, you know.
Yeah, I just looked at it on the map. And this is just assuming that you don't get your that load from that the broker you're waiting for. Now you're looking on the you go in the old school way. You're looking on the actual map, right?
I see why you got to go to the damn shit. Oh the hell! I can't even find it on the map. I don't need trying to go up.
Yeah, right.
A B C D E F G H L. There it is. L7. Damn, I thought I knew the alphabet. It won't work. Pottsville. EL7. Pottsville, big as shit right there. Yeah. Yeah, there she is. Right off there. And like you said, you run around and Yeah, where'd he go? Yeah, I used to haul that container. I think me and you run out unless I run some out myself. But Pottsville.
Yeah, it's like.
They run some myself. I know I pulled some 2 loads up down for that bunch in and out in the container bunch because I don't know why I did it. It must have had none or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look at it. If ain't nothing else going on, if he don't come, if it's still available, because that's how I told that one. I told the girl out there, man, I've been on the phone for a while. I lost a lot of loads waiting on you. She said, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's the drawback. Sometimes when you wait too long for one broker to come through, you might miss the load on the other end. But I mean, that's just how it is sometimes.
Shit, that'd probably be a damn good load take. You said it was up to 2,000 now?
Yeah, it's at 2,000, and it's a Saturday delivery, 660 miles, 43,220. And then we just gotta, give them a call on Saturday when, within an hour that you're going to be delivery, so they can get somebody over to unload you since it's on a Saturday. So.
Yeah. Hey, well, I think it's in calling me now. I'll call you.
Okay, go ahead. Let me know. All right. Okay, guys, what do you think? See how the dialogue is between you and your carrier? Communication?
Hey, Charles.
Yes.
So I just called a broker just because I was curious to see what was going to happen myself.
Okay. So share, please.
Yeah. So she said, well, I asked her pretty much about the load if it's still available. She said yes, she has one, and it was one that was on it that didn't have a rate. So I got the rate for it and the actual weight of it also. But she said something single coils. Do you know what that is? What is that?
So this is the flatbed load.
Yes.
So a single steel coils is one coil. The weight's probably anywhere between 40-something thousand or something, or.
Well, this one is only 36,000.
Okay, so it's one coil, so it's not too heavy, not too many threads in that coil. Okay. And this is going from where to where? What did she tell you?
This is the one that's going from Delaware. Hold on, Williamson, Delaware to Bedford Heights, Ohio.
Okay, that same one.
The same one.
Okay, so what other information did you find out?
Well, after I ran the numbers, she said it was paying $1,100. So after I ran the fuel and gas, the tolls and the fuel, it comes out to 8 and some change, which divided by the miles is like what was like 212 or something like that. But I see your carrier is looking for like 235 or 250 for heads. Now I was thinking about, like, should I call back and work negotiation, try to negotiate it, but then again, it's like I don't really have the carrier, so
right.
That.
So what was the loaded miles on that?
It was 390.
Okay, so we just do it raw without doing the fuel surcharges, line haul, and it'll be 282.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you take the fuel, so sometimes a carrier will take that. They'll hear 1,100 and they'll say, okay, I'll just deal with my own, factor my fuel out. I want that 1,100 because that's pretty good for a 1 day run. 390. Who you make $1,100 in 1 day for a 390 mile run. $1,100. Most people don't make that in a week.
Yeah.
So they sometimes, even if you share that with your carrier, you may have a chance for them to even to hear it and at least consider.
Okay.
So that was for this one here, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So how was that experience calling the broker and everything? What did you get from that? How do you?
Well, it went smooth, actually, smooth and quick. She when I called her, I said, well, I was calling about the load from Williamson, Delaware to Bedford Heights, Ohio, and I was wondering if it's still available. And she was like, yeah, it's still available. I have one left. And I said, well, you don't have a rate on your site for how much it's going to cost for this, or how much it's paying. And she asked me, well, are you what she said? Are you a carrier for some company? And I'm like, no, I'm actually a dispatcher, and I got a carrier interested. And she was like, okay, yeah, it's paying this much, and then gave me the weight, and then she gave me the single coils information.
Yep, the commodity. There you go. So everybody, I hope everybody heard that. This is Tayshawn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, take Tayshawn's example and do exactly that. Is it still available? They'll ask you, because they're trying to see if you're trying to double broker. Are you a broker or are you a carrier coming or what do you do? You just say, no, I'm dispatching for one of my carriers. Now you open the door for yourself for him or her to give you more details about that load. Exactly what Tayshawn did is exactly what you're supposed to do. Or one way, I should say. It's not the only way, but it is an effective way to, break that ice with the broker to now open up the floodgates for more information, and then use the cheat sheet in the back office of Dispatcher 101 on the website and get those load details, what are the pickup dates and times, what's the commodity or the freight that's being hauled for whatever equipment type, what's the weight, and what it's paying, what's the rate, and then what's the loaded miles. So now you have all that information because you're putting yourself in the position, you're putting yourself in his shoes and saying, okay, so if I was a carrier, what types of questions would I be asking? So this is you as a dispatcher. You just imagine, say, if I'm the carrier, what kind of questions I'm going to be asking so I can make an informed decision. So Tayshawn asked most of those questions from the cheat sheet, and he got the answers that he needed. So when he hung up, so now he can reach out to his carrier that he has under agreement and say, okay, this is what I got. And your carrier can say, okay, yeah, I might want that load. Go ahead and book it. And then go from there. So.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions about how that's done, how Tayshawn handled that? Or any feedback or comments?
Well, I would say this, because I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous. Guys, my first time talking to an extra broker, whatnot. So I was a little nervous for it, and I was kind of rushing to get the conversation over with, but I was still able to get the information that I would need to. And it was a lady. She was pretty nice. She wasn't like pressuring and asking me 101 questions either. So it made it a lot easier.
She didn't
breaking that ice.
She didn't ask you for the MC number either, did she?
No, she didn't. See?
So it's how you word it and tweak it determines the type of response you're going to get. So, that's cool. So even being nervous the very first time, but now that you broke that ice, now you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier the next time. Now you're going to come across brokers who are moving quick and trying to go through volume, and their demeanor and their disposition may be a little bit rude, but they're just trying to move a lot of loads in a day, so they're just working on volume. They're like, okay, how can I help you? Okay, I need a load going such and such, such and such. Okay, what's the MC? Boom, boom, boom. So they're moving quick, so you got to be on your game. But that comes with practice, because when they go quick with me, I go slow with them, because, hey, either you're going to hang up on me and not get me to try to book this load with you, or you're going to slow down and listen to what I got to tell you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm in control. You're not in control. I got the truck. You got the load. But if we're going to have a marriage, you got to cooperate. Like if you married, you got to cooperate in your marriage. So give and take. It's the same thing. Give and take. So look at it like that. That's a good analogy. So if you're in a marriage, you got to give me something.
Yeah.
So, and slow them down. You're gonna learn. There's a lot of psychology in this too. You're gonna learn how to deal with people and the mentality, and by slowing them down, and they see that you're not really on that. Just because they're in a hurry doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in a hurry. So like poor planning on their part doesn't constitute an emergency on yours. So.
With you on that.
Yes, sir. Any other so how is this training going? I mean, are you guys cool with like carriers calling and the dialogue between the carriers and the brokers and getting that live feel for what to expect? Is this okay?
I like it. It's better than getting just somebody telling you, hey, go read this, go look over that, and
right. I wanted,
yeah, you know.
Yeah. I wanted to in addition to that, I wanted to give you real world, real life, real world experience, talking to real carriers and real brokers. That's the whole point. Okay, let me see who this might be a broker. Hold up. Hey, Charles, how can I help you? Hello? All right, if they don't respond, I hang up and block the number. So, all right, somebody got a comment? Okay, Talina says she's at work, that's why she's quiet, but she's taking notes and listening. Okay, all right, I got you. And maybe other people are too. So if you are at work and you can't chime in verbally, just comment in the thing, say yes, so I won't keep asking, do you have a question or comment? So, but yeah, I wanted to, and I may cancel tonight's live 6 p.m. training because I'm doing it now, and just let people know to go back and review this to give myself a break to rest my voice a little bit. Because this is actually a little over 2 hours now, so, and I may switch my live trainings on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. to, like 10:30 or 11 to, that 2 hour in the middle of the day in the busiest times, so we can constantly get dialogue between carriers and dispatchers and brokers and dispatchers we can call during the day. I was thinking the 6 to 8 p.m. a lot of brokers are closed, so you're not going to have a chance to get that experience. And carriers are either asleep doing their resets or they're just not answering the phones. I wish my voice was a little better. I can use that time to also call carriers and do the whole carrier pitch and get some agreements for people too. Oh yeah, I forgot that I started the training too asking, is there anybody, since my voice is not quite 100%, is there anybody on this training now who feels comfortable enough to make the attempt to call a carrier, doing the vetting on Truckers Path and call and try to do their pitch and get that experience? If not, it's cool. I just want to see if there's anybody that's ready. We could do a live training, get some experience live, and use it as a training tool for everybody else to, to help out one another.
Hey, not yet. I will be at that point at some point. I have been making calls, but I just don't want to do it live yet.
Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I just want to. I'm gonna always. That's what I'm going to do going forward. I'm going to always extend the offer on live trainings for people who are on the trainings for that particular training day to say, hey, if you guys are feeling comfortable, if you want to do it yourself. If not, if no one says no, then I'll go ahead and jump in and start my spiel of calling at least 3 for the 3 equipment types. Lewis said I would. Just have to figure out how to get my mic to work. All right, Louis, technical support. All right, I'm glad to hear that you are willing, Louis. Okay. So I think we've gotten enough, I guess, 2 hours in for today. I'm going to close now. Are there any questions about what we've done today or anything else going forward before I shut it down a little bit? I'm probably going to make an announcement too in the Facebook groups that the live online trainings for tonight have been canceled, but you can log in to view the afternoon trainings that we had just now, and get an idea of and then probably announce going forward they may be during the daytime so more people. That may not work because some people may get off work and they use that time for the 6 p.m. to do it. So I'll play that by ear. I may decide to continue to go ahead and do it for tonight. So we'll see. But if there aren't any questions or comments about anything, okay, just want to make sure. So I'll start doing when I do trainings and do the load boards and stuff. I'll do primarily with 1, 2, 3 load boards, since that's one of the load boards in the back office portal of Dispatcher 101 training, and then I'll use truckloads or truck stop as a secondary. That way, you guys can get a feel of how to navigate 1, 2, 3 load board. So, okay. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Kind of a last notice, because I came back from the gym. I was working out and doing some stuff on the broker side, calling shippers and stuff. And my voice was acting up, so I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do a training. That way I won't waste any time. And I can use finding loads for my carriers and benefiting the members of the trainings at the same time. So we helping each other. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone, having a training and finding loads for my carriers. So it's kind of helpful. Okay, guys. So thanks again for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate it. For those of you who are not a part of Dispatcher 101 training for beginners, let me go over my spiel here real quick. If you are on this now, just go to the website. Dispatcher, www.exodusdispatchingandtraining.com, and click the enroll. And I'll copy and paste this to the chat for you guys here. Trying to build up my members and then add more features. I may go to a truck stop today and do a video recording talking to a carrier live and then upload that as well. So there, you click that. And then you have different payment options. If you are a member of the National Dispatchers Network's RBBS platform, you have a discount one-time fee of $149 here. And I do know, at the moment, I do know subscriptions, like paying for subscriptions to maintain load boards or whatever. You pay a one-time fee, that's it. And then if you want to join at the regular price, it's $249 for the single member. And then if you have a call center environment that you are planning, if you thinking about expanding, then it is, I train 7 members for $599. All throughout the month of February and March, up to March 31st, I have a 2-for-1 at the regular price, so 2 members can join for one price, $249 promotion. If you and somebody you know are interested in becoming or learning how to dispatch, that's that. The only thing is the $249 has to be paid up front. And then I also have a 3-for-1 for $349 to join. Now all those, and that's up to March 31st. For every price point, whether it's $149, $249 single member, $599 7 members, $249 2-for-1, or $349 3-for-1, you get the same thing: the ebooks for free, the 3 ebooks for free, the glossary, access to the back office portal by site membership approval, things like that. So there's also referral programs on the website. You can download the referral program, read over that, the referral numbers, PDFs, you can download them. And then if you cannot afford any of the pricing schemes to join, there is a 4-for-1 special at $49.99. If you purchase for $49.99, you get the 3 ebooks for free and it's a PDF for that. And you go to the ebook section and purchase the glossary. And if you want to purchase the other ebooks, they're special there too. So you can read that for yourself. Okay. And then of course the attractions, where if you are a member of the platform, number one attraction, assuming that you have your own carrier under agreement, I can try to help you find and book your first load. Number 2 is what we're doing today, the 3.5 incentive. If you find a load from one of my carriers and I book it, we split that 7% commission that I charge. I may bump that up with new carriers I'm going to sign on. The ones I have now, they'll probably be grandfathered in, but the new ones I sign, I may go to 10% so I can give you guys more of a percentage, like 5 and 5. And then, of course, the referral programs, which is what we refer to above here. And the 2-for-1 special again, which is what we refer to right here. Just the 2-for-1 and the 3-for-1, but I didn't put it in that PDF here. So, okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm not sure when the next spot training will be. Maybe Thursday and or Friday. So, thanks, guys. I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube and then post it into the Facebook Dispatcher 101 group so you guys can view it. You guys have a good day. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my voice. So, look forward to you guys joining the platform. The more members, the better. Happy to have you. So, all right, guys, take care. Bye.